quarterback would you take this season, Mahomes or Brady?
I think, well, first of all, they win championships because of your boy. Let's not forget that, man.
Well, coming up.
But when I look at it, though, it's hard because my man is like, what, 43? He's still rolling.
Yeah.
This dude's 43. I think Brady, he's going to be scary this year because now he's with an offense that he really knows. Last year, it was new to him. He was like a rookie all over again. You go from playing with a team that for 20 years where you can install the offense. You know, most teams have the offensive coordinator, you know, but actually he can do it over there with the Patriots. And now you kind of combine some things that he did well with the Patriots. Now it's going well for the Bucs. Put it all together where coach experience and team happened.
Yeah, I'm a pick up where Shady left off because I think it's Brady, and I think it's Brady because it's not just about his talent. That's where people get lost. If you want to go straight arm talent, give me Patrick Mahomes. If you want to go mobility, give me Patrick Mahomes. If you want to go with tangibles, everything that you can touch, give me Patrick Mahomes. But Tom Brady makes everybody else around him better. Not only is Tom Brady good, but he makes everybody else around him better. I look at it like this. The difference between Tom Brady and Jameis Winston in and of itself is not a Super Bowl. It's just not. But the difference between Tom Brady and Jameis Winston, when Tom Brady helps elevate Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and not necessarily statistically, but elevate the mind of Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Tom Brady, the general manager, bringing in Antonio Brown, Rob Gronkowski, helping bring in Fournette, etc. That increases everybody else around him. Tom Brady doesn't just come with an arm. He doesn't just come with the tangibles. Tom Brady comes in with the intangibles as well. Give me Tom Brady in this season over Patrick Mahomes, not because he's better, but because he makes everybody else around him that much better.
Oh, man, this is crazy right here. You know, the respect is high for both guys, obviously, but I'm going with Patrick Mahomes. One, it is a talent conversation. At least we're going to start there. We're not going to end there. But the more talented of the two, which is the guy in his prime, and Patrick Mahomes, just got smushed, just got waxed, just got owned by the old man at the YMCA. Imagine you a young baller, and you are Patrick Mahomes. You a champion, and you walk in there, you a former MVP, and you see the old man, and you know he got game, but come on, man, that game's supposed to be behind you, right? That's why you left the old hood, right? And he's sitting there, sweatband on, socks all high, looking a mess. And all of a sudden, you look down, he got on some Chucks, and you got on your own shoes. Like, man, I'm about to wax this dude. And he give you that old man game. What that makes you do is go back to the lab and not skip a step. That means whatever talent level you have, it has to now meet the mundane. It has to meet the simple things, what Tom Brady has mastered. So now you have the perfect equation, the perfect formula. Patrick Mahomes not skipping a step, making sure his teammates don't skip a step. Remember last offseason, all we kept hearing about? Why not like the Jordan Bulls? Why not 6 or 7? This offseason, and you know why? Because they realized we skipped the step. I was saying this last year. That talent can only cash in so much. So if you look at him, and now his mindset, Patrick Mahomes and his young, talented bunch, oh, they're going to be hungry, and they're going to be ready for whatever Brady has.
I understand the hunger. I understand that they're going to be ready, but I don't know if the hunger has helped them in the playoffs. Tom Brady 2-0 versus Mahomes in the playoffs.
You're right.
I understand the hunger. I understand the readiness, but hunger and readiness still alone don't do it.
It don't.
You
You're
need
right.
hunger, plus you need talent, plus you need technique, plus you need buy-in. When it comes down to it, Mahomes isn't fighting a battle versus Tom Brady. He was trying to tell us that before the Super Bowl. He was like, hey, it's not me versus Brady. It's team versus team. And the problem is the soldiers that Mahomes rides with, they aren't as deep as the soldiers that even Brady rides with. We talk about Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Mecole Hardman. Those guys are dudes. But we forget Tom Brady's playing with 3 future Hall of Famers at the wide receiver and tight end position. It's not necessarily Patrick Mahomes. Tom Brady actually has more talent around him offensively and has more talent around him defensively as well than just the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs got names, boy. Chiefs got Hill. Chiefs got Hardman. And on the flip side, Chiefs got Ty Matthew. But it's also everybody that Tom Brady rolling with, which is why I'm rolling with Tom Brady. We got Shady back.
We got Shady back.
We got 2-5 back. What you got?
I'm back. You guys got that Master P, the hookup connection over there, man. What's going on?
Boost Mobile.
But, yeah, I think, like I was saying, like this year, Tom goes for 20 years with an offense, right? That he can install himself. Now he's with the Bucs where it was new to him. So year 2 was always better. You look at a rookie. The rookie's first year is always learning. Then his second year is always his best year. So I think Tom's going to have a great year this year. I think after the bye week, they kind of gave him the keys and let him drive a little bit. And into the playoffs, he started driving a lot faster and a lot faster. And now I look at Mahomes, right? They're so talented over there with Andy Reid. And Patrick does his thing. Like Andy Reid lets him go, right? He puts him in a position to make plays, and he lets his personality show, and that's what he does. He has a lot of weapons around him, a lot of speed. So that's a hard one to judge. I like them both. The only reason why I might give it to the Bucs is because that defense is back. That same defense is back. They're fast, they're physical, they're tough, they play hard. They work well with Tom as far as controlling the game. And I give it to them because the edge is the defense. And they got pass rushers and they got players. So, it's hard to go against Tom or Pat. I'll let you guys decide that. I'm just saying, if you want to go with a team, I might go with the Bucs because the defense is a lot better.
I feel all of that. But I do want to push back on Acho in the sense of why I think it's Patrick Mahomes. He's going to take it this year. He mentioned hunger, and he mentioned being ready ain't enough. You're right about that. It's not just about the Chiefs in this conversation. It's about what the Bucs are dealing with. They didn't know what they were getting when they got Tom Brady. They expected some things. They expected to win. They expected greatness, but they didn't know how he was going to fit in, or more importantly, how they were going to fit in with him. You just knew it was going to work itself out. But now you're in a different situation mentally. And I've noticed Bruce Arians has been cracking the whip down there in terms of, hey, y'all playing this year. Y'all playing this week in preseason games. And dog cursing them dudes. You know why? Because he knows they had too much too fast. Too much success too fast. That's what underlines what a sophomore slump is, no matter what. Second year in this system with Tom Brady. He gonna be dealing with players that got a lottery mindset, the lotto mind, as they call it. You gotta convince them dudes to go to work now because they got it all because they scratched and sniffed Tom Brady. Tom Brady came. Woo, we won. Now the work begins. Not last year. Y'all may thought last year was something, but this year's going to be different because you look at this Tampa Bay team, and the Kansas City Chiefs are like, damn, Washington looked better against them in the playoffs than we did. Oh, no, we are way more talented than that. So I think that hunger, that readiness, the fact that Patrick Mahomes did get smushed by this same Buccaneers bunch is going to be the reason they get over that hump.
Now to defend them guys over there in Tampa. Okay. The one thing that Tom did bring, because the defense was still there and they still had talent, right? And Winston, threw the ball very well. He threw some picks. He threw a lot. Well, not some, a lot of picks. but he had some yards. The thing with Tom, though, and it's hard to explain. I've never experienced it. Even with that, I never experienced a guy bringing like a winning tradition, like a winning culture, a winning attitude. The way he practices, the way he dissects the game. Like, he's the only player I've ever played with. He could convince you to walk on water and you'll be okay, and it will happen. You have guys out there that's walking out there in the water. He has a thing about him, man. He makes everybody believe on offense, on defense, on special teams, to the coaches. When you bring that type of attitude, that type of leadership, you're going to win. I feel like with Coach Arians and him together, they work so well. Because one thing about Coach Arians, he's tough. He's going to tell you how it is. Hey, you missed the block. Do better. He might say a couple bleep words, bleep, 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 but you get the point. And I think as with him and Tom could kind of smooth over where, all right, coach, you address the players, but he lets Tom kind of control it. Because Tom makes everybody on that team accountable. Yeah. When they got to the playoffs, I promise you, got to the playoffs, man, the intensity got bigger and bigger and bigger every game. And and you've seen a different side of Tom. So that dude, man, when you talk about fired up and getting them guys ready to play, and competing and having that grit to prove something, he always talks about, the only game that matters the most is the next one. The only ring that matters the most is the next one. He's locked in, yo. He's locked. There's no way you could play at 40-something years old with these fast-grown men, young men, right? At that age, if you're not locked in, he's locked in.
No doubt. Nobody's going to argue with that against the GOAT. Last quarterback to go.